exceeded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Vikings and the Bills, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Looking to throw on second down. Roper. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, usually
under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on third down. 7 to bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 99 yards.
And they've gone to it early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they can
rush coming, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Roper. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. On 3rd down, Roper under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Steele. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with a Viking.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers.
Go. Let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll find the tight end, Sullivan, complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Lindsey. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. On 1st down, Roper. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
we always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Roper. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Vikings. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 21, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete. That's Sullivan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. No problem there on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now it's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Roper. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at about the 28.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How